Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Israa Mahmoud, and I'm a postdoctoral researcher at the Urban Simulation Lab at Politecnico di Milano, Italy. On behalf of myself and Professor Eugenio Morello from Clever Cities research team at the Department of Architecture and Urban Studies, today I'm bringing to you a presentation entitled Co-Creation of Nature-Based Solutions in Urban Regeneration, the Clever Cities Experience from Milan. Our agenda for today will discuss, first, why co-creation is important in Clever Cities. Second, how we developed a Clever Cities guidance for co-creating nature-based solutions. Third, we will also exhibit what we learned from co-creation in Clever Cities and showcase of examples from Milan city experience, starting from 2018 so far. So Clever Cities project stands for co-designing locally tailored ecological solutions for value-added urban regeneration. It's a Horizon 2020 project that aims to increase social inclusivity in cities. Hamburg, London, and Milan are making nature-based solutions interventions in key districts of their cities for tackling urban regeneration through inclusive collaboration and multidisciplinarity. Nature is a dynamic living system evolving over time and requiring high maintenance. Hence, in order to implement and maintain nature-based solutions in urban contexts, a shared governance approach is desirable. Co-creation is a solution enabling to engage people from the beginning of a decision-making and design process, build common values, create trust, social bonds, and retainment of relationships around a natural physical setting. In Clever Cities, a co-creation is looked like a complete pathway that engages stakeholders on all the stages of the process. As you can see in this graph, the idea is to involve citizens in all phases of the project and take their contribution through different scales of engagement, from informed, consultation, involvement, collaboration, to empowerment. Following this methodological approach on co-creation, we allow a major contribution from local stakeholders and enhance their longer-term commitment to the co-creation process. In order to make this co-production of solutions possible, a Clever Cities guidance on co-creation of nature-based solutions was developed to accompany the process towards a successful implementation of nature-based solutions through a shared governance and inclusive way. Clever Cities developed two main concepts: Urban Innovation Partnership, UIP, and Clever Action Labs, CALS. Presumably, a UIP rather is a platform vehicle for collaboration, and the Clever Action Labs are the project site's activities. The co-creation guidance is divided in two parts. The first, a general framework and co-creation pathway is defined in different phases, such as establishment of the UIP, co-creation planning, co-design, co-implementation, co-monitoring, and lastly, co-development. Secondly, a methodological pathway allocated in different levels of engagement was designed. The pathway was developed in 16 steps. It offers a series of practical tools with specific templates that cities can easily apply in their local context. On this second part of the guidance, we decided to make it more handy for practitioners and facilitators, so we further developed a series of tools and report templates to highlight the outcomes and results for end user of the co-creation process. The whole pathway is very flexible and adaptable to the cities. Some steps and tools are highlighted as fundamental, others are only recommended or optional. So, what happened in Milan as a frontrunner city experience? In the following slides, we will touch on why did we engage stakeholders, how did we do it, what did we learn? Firstly, we aim to verify the feasibility and doability of such a complex methodology of co-creation with the City of Milan local partners as a test bed. Numerous meetings were conducted and prepared materials were furnished to support the process. a clever constellation was built in a local cluster workshop to connect the main city's strategies, data resources, correlated projects, prospective replicability for MBS actions, and grassroots initiatives to the overall operating framework. In Milan, we have 3 Clever Action Labs. Clever Action Lab 1, Green Roofs and Walls Lab, namely Regreening Milano. Clever Action Lab 2, a public park in the heart of a social housing neighborhood, namely Giambellino 129. Clever Action Lab 3, a third living lab is a train stop, namely Tibaldi train stop. In the following slides, they will be explained in detail. The focus of CAL1 lies on the design and promotion of innovative nature-based solutions, the experimental and multifunctional green roofs and walls. In support of the promotion of MBS, the CAL1 has been developing an awareness-raising campaign. Its goal is not solely to increase knowledge about the importance of greenery in our buildings, but also to adopt a more strategic approach to public communication. It aims for the translation of this awareness into action, such as triggering a legislative change or supplementation, and helping drive professions to employ green roofs and green walls in their building practices. Since our pathway mainly aimed to be simple and easily adapted to different contexts due to its nature to be readapted in frontrunner cities, we learned by testing the pathway steps and tools that we did not need more than 5 stages for co-design pathway. For instance, in CAL1, the co-design pathway was readapted to the specific needs as the following. First, engagement of stakeholder. Second, workshops of co-design. Third, co-implementation of nature-based solutions. Fourth, co-monitoring of MBS. Fifth, upscaling of the solutions and replicability. The focus of CAL2 lies on creating a new community garden in the public area located in Giambellino 129, previously abandoned and with contaminated soil. The green area in Giambellino 129 could be considered as a stepping stone in the green ecological network on the Milan Circle Line, railways sites. Surrounding social housing neighborhood of Florenteggio Giambellino is a dense residential area with a strong need and a lack for green and shared spaces. The social context is complex. Florenteggio's population is mainly composed of elderly residents and foreign migrants from different countries. Before the COVID emergency, we carried out co-design by immersion workshops in Giambellino 129 with local stakeholders. As you can see in the images, it is referred to co-design workshops in the Park of Giambellino itself. That activity helped us gather residents and local community opinions on the executive project outline. Afterwards, we also readapted to different formats of workshops in person and online based on the need for conducting co-design and participatory workshop for the NBS interventions. CAL3 focuses on the opportunity arising from the construction of the new Tibaldi railway stop by working on a 3-fold program. 1, improving the station environmental performance, such as rainwater management, microclimate, and thermal comfort for travelers. 2, allowing the continuity of the ecological corridor for biodiversity. And 3, introducing groundbreaking standards that would incorporate nature-based solutions for noise mitigation. The experimental integration of MBS in railway infrastructure goes in line with the principles of the European Union strategy on green infrastructures, which help enhance health, well-being, provide jobs, and deliver many benefits from nature to citizens. For the co-creation of CAL3, construction site visits, online questionnaires for consultation, and internal co-design workshops to design the public space in front of the new station were carried out. So, what did we learn from the co-creation process? Which challenges did we face in the 3 Clever Action Labs? The process of co-creation is never linear. The alignment between the co-design, the co-implementation, co-monitoring, and co-management was a big challenge for the project, especially during the COVID-19 lockdown in Milan. Hence, we learned that the process should always be resilient to unpredicted events, such as COVID-19, delays in construction or administrative procedures, and public procurements, as well as new emerging opportunities. For instance, we had to move online due to the pandemic situation. So now we hold online co-design sessions using tools such as Miro boards to share our ideas and thoughts with stakeholders. Social media campaigns were also carried out with targeted users in order to reach out to a wider citizens base during the health emergency. However, we continued to carry out dissemination and communication events on raising awareness on the public debate of MBS co-benefits, also after the pandemic situation. Despite its importance, co-creation is oftentimes perceived as a threat against the successful or timely completion of works. With respect to the city governance, we had to position the Clever Cities project within the city-wide strategy on urban greening that asks for sharing values and priority action within the local government in order to break silos and getting people from different departments on board. With regard to public procurements and procedures, it was hard to embed co-creation in well-established administrative procedures on public works with detailed budgets and timeline. Looking at the resistance of honor and responsibility of persons, convincing actors to participate in the process is the first step. Lack of transparency in revealing design schemes and lack of openness to public, to include insight from public consultation, requires a cultural change and a strong political stance. Thank you. For any questions related to co-creation of nature-based solutions in Clever Cities project, please do not hesitate to contact us.